host Kayla, and welcome to Skyline Columbus.
Today we will be discussing some local eats around Capital University's campus, as well as talking to some of the students to find out what their favorite foods are from these local restaurants.
And later in the show, we will have a special treat just for you. So stick around after the break and find out what this simple pastime meal is.
Definitely know what it's like to feel alone.
I had no hope, and I didn't think that things would get better.
I struggled a lot with thoughts of suicide myself.
Speak up to anyone that you feel comfortable speaking to about those kind of issues.
If you can get through those rough times, the good times are really good times.
It might be bad now.
There are a whole lot bigger and better things that are waiting for you down the road.
It gets better.
It does get better.
I promise it does get better.
What up, I'm Will, play the bass. We're a jazz group, but we play everything from Miles Davis to Tom Morello.
Hi, I'm Madison. I play drums for the group. Not only do we play covers, but we also play original music. Hey, I'm Danny. I play piano. We've played at benefits, restaurants, and jazz clubs, and we're open to play anywhere.
Hey, I'm Zach, and I play guitar. Check us out on Facebook for our schedule, booking contact, and music.
Actually, I don't care if he's super.
The object of this fraternity shall be for the development of the best and truest fraternal spirit.
As we go,
mutual welfare and brotherhood of musical students.
Loyalty to the alma mater.
So let it be.
So let it be. So let it be.
So let it be for Symphonia.
Just walk away.
We will be talking about local eats around Capital's campus, as well as students' favorite foods to get.
So before we begin, let's take a look and see what students said their favorite local eats were and what dishes they crave the most.
I'm Josh Vanderzijden here with CapTV, talking today with
Matt Hazard.
And we're thinking a little bit about local food. So first question is, what is your favorite restaurant around Capital and why?
Oh, I'd probably say one of my favorite places is Tip Top, which is over on Gay Street. It's pretty good.
Oh, it's definitely Rubino's pizza place a few blocks down the street. It's been there since, my dad used to go there when he was a kid back in like the late 50s and the 60s.
Like to go to the gluten-free bakery to get some gluten-free desserts because I have celiac disease and it's really good.
Chipotle, hands down.
Local restaurant, I like Chipotle.
Probably Chipotle also.
Personally, I like Chipotle also.
Good old Chipotle.
What's your favorite home-cooked meal?
Chicken Alfredo.
Mama Deemer really likes to make home-cooked lasagna. It's the best.
I'd have to say shepherd's pie. I'm a big fan.
I really like when my mom makes scalloped potatoes and ham. It's one of my favorites.
Mom's pasta.
Home cooked meal. My mom makes this thing called King Ranch. It's spicy. It's got Doritos in it. It's like a casserole, chicken casserole. It's really good.
I definitely have to say my mom makes beef and noodles with mashed potatoes, and that's definitely my go-to when she asks me what I want for dinner.
What's your favorite dessert?
I'm going to be boring and say vanilla ice cream with a ton of sprinkles.
Anything ice cream or brownies, chocolate, anything like that.
Ice cream, no question. Just chocolate ice cream.
I really like bread pudding, actually, oddly enough.
Personally, I like to stick with the vanilla cone. The simplicity really delivers and the texture is amazing.
I like a piece of warm apple pie with a glass of milk.
Ice cream cake, definitely.
Apple pie with peach cobbler.
Dessert. I'm a big ice cream guy, but I like old Jim's coconut pie back there at the dessert table. It's slamming.
Well, with that, I'd have to go with the MDR and say ooey gooey.
If you could bring any restaurant franchise or anything to the Capital area or the Bexley Main Street area, what would it be and why?
I'd say either Bob Evans or an IHOP. Breakfast all day, every day, can't go wrong. It's cheap for the college student, so it's a win-win.
Well, I doubt it'll ever actually come to Capitol, but being from Pittsburgh, definitely Permane Brothers. They make the best sandwiches on the planet. Be there.
Steak and Shake. It's delicious.
That's a tough question. I really like Chipotle, but I like Hothead Burritos from Dayton even more. I'd like to bring one of those around and see how it competes.
I would say Olive Garden. I mean, unlimited salad and breadsticks.
I think Five Guys would be really awesome. They have one at Easton, and I've eaten there before, and it's really delicious. I think a lot of people would go there from here.
Easy question, Josh. Olive Garden, without a doubt. Italian, you got everything you need. Zip.
I'd probably say Dirty Frank's because you really can't get a good hot dog in Bexley, and I think that'd be a nice addition to the culture.
Definitely, definitely. Well, thanks for talking to us today, and see you around.
Hey, my pleasure.
Well, I don't know about you, Kayla, but those foods all seemed pretty delicious.
Yeah, they really did. What's your favorite food?
Personally, I think I would probably go for a VLT from Jimmy John's.
Oh, it sounds pretty good.
What about you?
I think I would definitely go for Alfredo from Olive Garden.
Just plain Alfredo or with like chicken? Chicken.
Oh,
very
chicken.
nice.
Yes,
very nice.
good. Okay, well, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll see you here when we come back.
Capitol University Rock Ensemble is in its 7th season. It was founded by Dr. Mark Lockstamfer as kind of an alternative for the students who maybe didn't fit into our jazz combos, into big band, or into the choirs. So we're a fully functioning rock band. We can travel anywhere. We're singing everything from Jason Mraz to Grace Potter and the Nocturnals to Styx. So there's a little something for everyone. Check us out on Facebook and Twitter.
Three main areas comprise career development, and those are career planning, job and internship search, and graduate and professional school application. Some of the most popular services are reviewing resumes, choosing and changing majors, and finding internships and jobs. You can find us on the 2nd floor of Blackmore Library. Our drop-in hours are posted there, and you can make an appointment too. Most of our resources, including our contact information, are available on our website. We help you figure out what you want to do, and then we'll help you do it.
Tonight on Skyline Columbus, we heard from local Capitol students on what their best place to grab a bite and what their favorite food is.
So what just makes these local eats so appealing to Capitol students? To answer that question, we brought in a food expert to explain this to us and other answers. Her name is Karima. How are you doing today?
I'm fine. What about yourself?
Doing good. So what local eats restaurant do you think is the most popular with Capitol students?
With Capitol students, most definitely it would have to be Chipotle. I think it gives them a nice variety. It's fast, it's in, it's out, and it's a lot of food for your money, so you get a big bang for your buck. And I think a lot of students often have leftovers with Chipotle, so it lasts you like 1 or 2 meals. So I think it's nice for college students and when they're on the go. So,
what's your favorite meal from Chipotle?
Typically, I will get white rice with chicken. I always add guacamole, and lately I've had a thing for vinaigrette, so.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Are there any other local restaurants that you think kind of hit that same goal as Chipotle with the bigger meals for less money?
Pinata, most definitely. Their bowls are large, and it has an authentic Italian taste to it. It's not nothing that you can really get anywhere else.
Yeah, they also have those Italian sodas there.
Have you guys tried their? They have like a dessert, and it's like fried dough with like powdered sugar, and it has like a whipped cream dip.
They're called cannolis.
Yeah.
But you actually, instead of it being like put together, you get to like dip it in there, which I think is so cool. It's like a new take on cannolis.
Yeah.
I've never actually had one, but I've always wanted to try one.
They're really
now
good.
I know where I can go to go.
So, what is your favorite meal?
My favorite meal would be from my mother. She makes steak and seafood pasta salad, so It has like crab and shrimp in it, so that's light, and then I have the heavy steak to top it off, so it's a nice mix.
So it's like a surf and turf type thing?
Kinda.
What about your favorite like summertime quick, outside on the grill style meal?
I like a classic hot dog, preferably beef. Not too much on it, so yeah.
Very nice.
Those are always good too. Just ketchup.
Or kebabs. Kebabs are really nice.
Oh yeah.
Yes, they are. Do you think any of the local eats offer kind of like that home-styled cook meal that you're talking about with your mom's dishes?
Most definitely. I think the Rusty Bucket as well as Boston Market. Boston Market has like a kind of holiday type feel to it. Like they have sweet potatoes and turkeys and
almost like a Thanksgiving.
Yeah, kind of. So it does give you a home type feel. And the Rusty Bucket, they offer spaghetti and I think meatloaf as well as mashed potatoes. They have chicken fingers and burgers too, but it does give you a home type feel.
My favorite is their macaroni and cheese.
I've never had the macaroni and cheese.
I love it. They have the kind with like the crust on top.
I'm really skeptical about everyone's macaroni and cheese.
Okay.
Yeah, mac and cheese is a hard one to find, but once you find that perfect one, you know exactly where to go. So do you think Capital tries to fit the local food theme with the variety that they show in, the MDR and the Mez and the Crew Club?
I think most definitely with the Mungo Bungo, you get kind of the Asian feel, and then the Mez has an Italian feel, and Crew has a American type feel. So I mean, it's not a lot of variety, but it does give you a chance to experience different stuff than just a regular cheeseburger or mashed potatoes or grilled chicken. So I think that helps students a lot, and they're appreciative of that.
Definitely.
What kind of foods would you recommend students to buy for their dorm rooms?
For their dorm rooms, typically simple meals. TV dinners aren't always nice. I think cold cuts and cheeses and hams and turkey. You could always make an easy sandwich as well. I know they have boxed shrimp scampi that you could actually put in the microwave. So
interesting.
That's nice, and they have rice that you can that's bagged that goes microwave. So that's a nice meal to put together. And broccoli is easy to make in the microwave. Pretty much any vegetable you can pretty much steam with water simply in the microwave. So you don't have to always have a TV dinner. And I know a lot of students don't like to eat those or ramen noodles.
Yeah, that seems to be everybody's choice.
What is your favorite local place to go get a bite to eat?
My favorite local place is currently Jimmy John's.
Jimmy John's?
It's fast, and the food is not heavy. I'm often on the go, so it doesn't weigh me down, but it fills me up just enough, and I still have a lot of energy, and their pickles are nice.
Their pickles are nice. How do you think Jimmy John's compares to Subway? I know a lot of students go over that way because it's also a grab and go kind of a place.
Right. I think a lot of students would prefer Subway because it has more variety, and it's Jimmy John's has a structured menu. You really can't change it too much.
Yeah.
But I think slowly as they've just hit the scene, they will become more popular.
Well, definitely getting it delivered on campus is nice.
Yeah, that does make things a lot easier.
Absolutely.
Subway doesn't deliver.
No.
Idea there. Yeah.
So, have you ever gone to another city and found that perfect restaurant that you wish was in Columbus?
One restaurant in DC and in New Orleans, they have Bubba Gump's, which is a Forrest Gump themed restaurant. It has a lot of Cajun, like shrimp and fish and like surf and turf type foods. It's awesome, I think. They have hamburgers and cheeseburgers, but the theme is often nice and the setting is very nice. I think Columbus would be very
there's nothing
pleased.
really like that around here.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm from up north, and for the first time ever, I just tried prongs, and I think that's weird that it was my first time. Like everyone was like, "You've never
What
tried
is
them
that?
before?" It's kind of like these like little baby shrimp, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, they have
So they are.
those.
I just ate them, so I'm not 100% sure. But it was a Cajun style and like Cajun seasoning and stuff like that. So I thought it was really good. Actually, there's this place up north that's called Swenson's that I really wish that we had down here because it's kind of like a Sonic type feel because you stay in your car and all that. But they have their like own twist to it. It's very classy, and they also
tater tots.
They have zucchini fries. Okay, fried zucchini. Like that's amazing.
I think people enjoy the car hops. Those make things a lot simpler.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, it's a little classier than Sonic because they have, you know, your top whatever songs playing on their radio, and if it's a nice day like today, it would have been beautiful to go because you can sit in your car. They bring the food out to you. You don't even have to leave your car to pay, but you're not talking to a machine when you pull up.
Yeah.
Someone actually comes out to your car and takes your order.
And
so
it's
very
like
personalized.
back in the day kind of stuff.
And they actually, every time you pull in, they have to sprint to your car. Like run, like wherever they go, they have to run. So it's actually pretty entertaining.
At least you know they appreciate your service.
Yeah, definitely. They definitely work for your tip. Yeah. Definitely. Is there any other places that you would like to bring up here?
I don't know. I mean, there's a place in, I think it was North Olmsted up near Cleveland, where they had a place called Brown Bag Burger, and it might just seem like your typical, hamburger shop, but they had Swenson-style burgers, but they were like 6 times the size, and they were massive, and you'd walk away with leftovers for the next 4 days there. So it was just the perfect place to go
Worth your money.
get leftovers. Yeah, because there's like $2 a sandwich for a 6-pound burger, and it was fantastic. But I think it's just a very local chain, so I don't know that they're show up down here.
Do you have any advice for students cooking in their dorms and but still getting like a full like overall meal?
For students cooking in their dorm, I think a lot of research. Don't limit to what you know. Don't stick to noodles. I think it's terrible to just stick to TV dinners and noodles. Just they have a lot of online recipes and microwave recipes. I know even bacon you can. Pre-cooked bacon can go in a microwave and turn out very nice, and it's not contaminated, and it's still healthy. So just searching for the right recipe, something that fancies your taste. So
Yeah, they definitely have sometimes those like, you know, breakfast sandwiches, and they have like, you know, like the like egg and cheese and meat, and you can microwave those.
I like the brownies that come pre-packaged, and you just mix them with water and you can pop them in the microwave.
Those
are really nice.
Yeah, those are really, that can really hit the spot late at night.
Those are good too for when you don't have a lot of time to cook something like that, or you,
right, and
you
have a sweet tooth.
Yeah, exactly.
What about other type of like off, you know, campus type eating? Like definitely, like I know OSU has like so many restaurants that they can just use a meal swipe, and so many students here I feel would benefit from that.
I think that's a conversation that has to be done with students. I think if that proposal was submitted, I think the authorities here would talk to restaurants, and you have to set it up to where it has a nice structure so that it benefits the students as well as the restaurant, and they don't lose money, and it's a nice transaction going on. I think that if we do get involved with that it would go well.
One place that I know that is near OSU, it's a cookie place that delivers hot cookies and milk to dorms.
Really?
And they take meal swipes and such, but they also have a lot of deals all the time. So I think it's really, really cool. And I think Capital students really benefit from that because they don't have ovens to make, you know, their own cookies if they're really feeling it, you know.
Are there any places you would specifically like to see, you know, being a student yourself, that would take meal swipes just as a local restaurant?
I think for students, it would most definitely be Chipotle, because I know it's probably the top competitor here on campus. So I think Chipotle most definitely, if anything, we can get them to take swipes. So.
Yeah.
Have you ever had any experience before in the food industry?
I worked in fast food restaurants as well as grocery. I'm currently working at Jimmy John's, so that's nice, but
that's great.
What is your favorite meal from Jimmy John's at the moment, since you said you work there now?
Currently, it's the Club Lulu. It has like guacamole and turkey on it, and it's real light and heavy, very refreshing. So it has a tropical type feel to it. So I like that. That's probably my favorite, with a pickle on the side.
Is it one of the most commonly ordered sandwiches?
No, I think the most commonly ordered sandwiches is probably a gargantuan, which has like everything on it. So.
Oh, okay. Well, that's great.
Have you ever, you know, you obviously every now and then we all get bored at work. Have you ever come up with your own favorite kind of a creation that's not necessarily on the menu?
I think breakfast time was always my favorite. Working in fast food, we would take like the sausage patties and like double them, and we have extra eggs left over, and like just no bread, just sausage patties on top of sausage patties and cheese and eggs. And I mean, it was a little too much, but it was fun being creative, and you always get to mix what you make it personally yourself, so you get exactly what you want, and it's not a hassle to others. So,
do you think you had to be a little more creative since being, at one particular restaurant compared to going out and grocery shopping and getting, anything you could, ever possibly
because
want?
you get tired of eating like just exactly what's on the menu. You're like, I'm here every day, and I don't want to keep eating this, and it gets boring. And then sometimes it's like, okay, I don't want to eat this. It's not really healthy, but we'll try something new and mix it up. I know a lot of people make sandwiches with lettuce bottoms and tops.
Oh yeah,
so that's a plus for them.
Mm-hmm. I know I used to work at a pretzel store, and it's just pretzels that you're selling,
right.
But when we'd have downtime, we'd always roll the pretzels into different shapes. So you'd spell your name or stick M&Ms in it, or
get creative,
make little pizzas and whatever you possibly could just to switch it up. And it was fun, but it something to do, something to try, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually worked at a bowling alley. At the snack bar, so I definitely got to have fun with that because my boss was very lenient, and I had a grill top, fryers. He was like, "Do whatever you want, make whatever you want. It's on me." So it was definitely great. I really enjoyed it during my off time.
Well, thank you for taking the time to chat with us here tonight on Skyline Columbus.
No problem.
We will be taking another quick break, and when we return, we will have a special treat made just for you guys to try out in your own dorm rooms and apartments.
Barrel 44 has the best happy hour in Bexley. From 3 to 7 p.m., Monday through Saturday, you can enjoy specials on whiskey, cocktails, and $3 drafts. On Wednesdays, enjoy one of our signature flatbreads cooked in our wood-fired oven for only $5.50 with the purchase of a flight of whiskey. Barrel 44 Whiskey Bar and Restaurant, 2232 East Main Street in the Bexley Square Shopping Plaza.
Are you tired of lugging your turntable around just so you can listen to your favorite music? You're in luck. Capital University's chapter of the Audio Engineering Society is converting your old vinyl, tapes, and more into digital formats that you can take with you wherever you go. We use professional level equipment to preserve the sound quality of your collection while turning it into a much more manageable size. So let the AES digitize your library. We'll promise it'll still sound just as good. Contact nlockwu at capital.edu for more information.
Academic success is devoted to helping students be as academically successful here at Capital as they can be. We provide a wide range of academic support services, including math tutoring, science tutoring, writing center, and then subject area tutoring. We're easy to find. We're right here on the second floor of the library, and they can get more information by either calling us at 236-6327, emailing us at academicsuccess@capital.edu, or just simply going to our website, www.capital.edu/academic success.
Welcome back to Skyline Columbus. Today we've learned some great tips on how to make food in dorm life and some local eats around here, but now we are actually going to show you how to make a pizza.
So here with us today, we still have our special guest, Karima, and she's gonna join in with us on different styles you can do to put your own twist on some classic favorites of food that are simple, easy, and fairly inexpensive to make, whether you're in an apartment or using a dorm room hallway or wherever you are. So,
okay,
let's start.
We are going to start. This is the dough that we have. These are, of course, smaller, so you can fit them in your smaller cooking microwaves.
They have some that typically come pre-made, so it's very convenient.
Yeah, and we also have our sauce, which is, just canned sauce, and cheese, and we also have our toppings, which today is going to be pepperoni. We can obviously do so many different types of toppings. What's your favorite toppings?
My favorite toppings, I don't know, I like ham, I like pineapple, I love mushrooms, so I could go for anything on a pizza.
Yeah, most definitely mushrooms and chicken. It's very simple. They have chicken that comes pre-cooked, so it wouldn't be too complicated to add to a pizza.
What about you?
I like mushrooms and green peppers.
Interesting.
Yeah, interesting combo. Well, why don't we start making this pizza?
All right. Well, before you start putting anything on your pizza, the first thing you're going to want to do is take your toaster oven, make sure you have your pans and everything all set, close it up, and turn it on to 425 degrees. What you're going to want to remember is that this is going to get extremely hot, so if you need oven mitts or any utensils to grab your pan out later on, make sure you have that set aside and ready to go ahead of time. But if you turn this on first, it'll be nice, hot, and ready for you as soon as your pizza's done.
Okay, well, let's start making our pizza then.
So the first thing you want to do is take your dough and make sure it's room temperature or warmed up to whatever temperature you need it at, and take your sauce and spread it out all over the dough. You want to make sure that you coat it evenly so that you don't really have a lot of dry dough, but also be careful not to get it too close to the edge of the pizza, because what's a pizza without a crust, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And often I know some people don't actually like tomato sauce. I've seen a lot of people using actually Alfredo sauce to add to their pizza, so I think it keeps it not dry, and it does add a different taste to it. So.
And it's like a white pizza, right?
Yeah, they typically add like spinach and cheese or maybe chicken to it, so it's kind of like Alfredo pizza, sort of, kind of.
Interesting.
Good.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So another pizza recipe for you. And next you're going to put on your cheese. Make sure not to get any of it on the actual pan because you'll burn it, and that will not smell too good.
Also, you can use different styles of cheese. My personal favorite is Munster cheese, but traditionally I think mozzarella is probably everyone's first pick.
Yeah, I'm very traditional when it comes to that. I do love my mozzarella cheese.
Do you have any specific favorite cheese
I usually
that you
like
to use?
the Mexican blend because it has everything in it. I really don't pay attention to the cheeses and the differences in cheeses. So most definitely the Mexican blend. It has a blend of everything. So
Is it a little spicier, or is it just?
No, it has American and mozzarella and provolone. So it has everything in it, but it's not really spicy. So
gotcha.
I think it's typically used for tacos. Pretty much.
Yeah.
Well, after that, you're going to put on your toppings. Today we do have our pepperoni, so you're going to just layer those on evenly.
And you said you like to use chicken on your
Yeah,
pizzas?
chicken most definitely.
Do you do like grilled chicken or breaded chicken?
Grilled chicken. They
Grilled
have
chicken?
them. They come in like pre-made typically for salads, but they come pre-packaged, kind of where your Lunchables are, and so it's already cooked. So it
definitely. Okay, well here's our finished pizzas.
So we're gonna go ahead and stick these on our pan and put them in our oven and let it bake.
These typically bake anywhere between 10 to 15 minutes, but you really want to keep an eye on it because everybody's microwaves or toaster ovens kind of cook differently, and it also matters how thick your dough is. And now we have already cooked pizza for our finishing product.
And as you can see, you can make it however soft or tough or crunchy or whatever you want to do with it. And actually you can take that and you can cut it up and make pizza bites or bagel bites or maybe pizza rolls if you're feeling creative. You can realistically do anything you want to do with that.
Yeah, it's very flexible. Do you have any other ideas besides pizza that you can make in these?
You can make potato bagels, which is like chips and bacon. It's kind of like a breakfast sandwich, so it's nice to have in the morning. It adds cheese and it's a nice flavor, and you can just pop it in a toaster oven and it gets crispy, and you could grab it to go and take to class with you.
Well, thank you for sticking around and baking pizza with us.
No problem.
On tonight's show, we've covered how to cook a pizza and go to different restaurants and find your favorite foods. I'm Katie.
And I'm Kayla, and thank you for being here with us on Skyline Columbus.